We're clapping on go.
Okay, I might have done it just a little too early,
I'll figure it out.
Premature eclapulation.
No. No. I'm editing you.
Okay, let's start this.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We're introducing ourselves.
Yeah, I have the whole outline on a doc.
I mean, I have it open
Right,
too.
I should open that.
Oh, God.
That's what I was gonna do. Look, okay, I got the outline when I woke up, and I was like,
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Okay, let's restart that. Let's start that again.
Okay.
So 10.
We're not counting down. Hi guys.
No, she said we're on episode 10.
Fuck that shit.
Hi, welcome to Yonaka Tea Time. This is who we are as people.
This is who we are as people. You guys see the best sides of us, and even then, that's pretty questionable.
Right. Okay, Rachie, you're in control of this episode. I am not. I'm not gonna steal your thunder. You go. You do you.
Thanks. Thanks. An avocado.
Thanks.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Yonaka Tea Time. I'm Rachie. I'm drinking cider. And these are my two lovely co-hosts.
Hi.
Oh, you're gonna go.
Oh no, I didn't know if you wanted to go. You go.
No, you go.
Oh my God! Stop this!
You have to go because I'm the bottom. So.
Julie is a bottom. Julie is such a bottom.
What do you call that? Power bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a power bottom.
Thank you.
Peg someone. Anyways,
hi.
go.
Oh yeah, Julie would peg him.
Hi, I'm Juby, the power bottom. I'm not sure what it means, but I'll figure that out later. I'm drinking black tea with lemon because I'm getting a cold.
Oh no. People have been getting pretty sick as of late.
Yeah, it's November.
It sure is. That is the current month that is going on right
That
now.
is the month that we are in.
Yeah, we're definitely not recording this a day before it comes out.
We've actually sort of got our shit together. That's basically because Rachel's gonna be
pretty
gone
much.
for like a year and a half. That's a bit of a hyperbole.
Okay, it's not even a year and a half. I'm leaving the USA permanently, but that's another thing.
I mean, you're gonna be traveling. Like, there's gonna be a long portion of time where you're not gonna be able to
Ice,
record.
you can't catch me. I'll leave the country first. Fuck
Anyways, hello everybody. I'm Anthong. I hope you like that. I hope you like that rendition of
What are you
hello.
drinking, bitch?
I'm drinking coffee from an undisclosed location that may or may not be a popular brand because their seasonal coffees are out today.
He works there.
No, I don't. And if you
Should
say
I
that
bleep this? I'll bleep everything.
it's fine.
This whole intro is just gonna be like 300 bleeps.
I honestly kind of talk about working with this coffee so much. It's like, come on. It's like, where do you think I work? I'm just purposely not saying the name in
You
case
work at the Coffee Bean.
There is actually a Coffee Bean in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't work there. But like in case any employers, quotes, like find this audio broadcast, this YouTube video, our podcast, that's the word, it's podcast. I can just be like, I never mentioned the name of where I work, therefore you can't put it on me. And they'll be like, oh darn, you are correct. And I will be like, I am correct.
It's okay, I'll hire you a lawyer.
The best damn lawyer I've ever seen. Anyways, today's
Are we all
Rachel's
just
topic.
tired? We're all just really tired.
I'm
That's
really
why
out
we
of
keep
it.
derailing this. Me too. I'm so out of it. Did I tell you guys that I ran to
You
the bus
ran?
stop? I ran to the bus stop yesterday.
Why is you running new?
Me running is always new, okay? I picked up Ring Fit Adventure so I wouldn't have to work out. Julie, wait. You guys should actually buy it. Like, I'm not kidding, Julie. I think you would love it.
Exercise.
I actually told my mom about it because I feel like she is always looking for a fun and innovative way to work out.
I think your mom would love it.
She would too.
It's so
honestly,
fun.
The 45-minute Jane Fonda video on YouTube is just, it can only do so much for such a period of time. Let's be real.
Okay, I know that you're not joking because my mom owns VHSs of
Of Jane
workout
Fonda?
videos. Of not Jane Fonda, another lookalike woman.
I think
but
my
like,
grandma used to have them too.
Like,
Yeah,
what is
I'm
it
pretty
with
sure.
women in
I'm
these
pretty sure
VHSs?
you can find every single Jane Fonda VHS tape on YouTube nowadays. I'm pretty sure
That's
Jane
amazing.
Fonda allows it.
Yeah, she does. Anyway, Julie, you have to get it. You and me could be workout buddies. We can
Oh
suffer
my
together.
God. You know what
Okay.
I do at the gym now, though?
What?
Is that
Don't you
I'll
just
get
play
on the-
Breath of the Wild?
Okay,
When
no,
you're-
I leveled up. I leveled up because I was like, I don't want to like get my Switch stolen, so I was like, I'll play like a game on my phone.
Okay.
And you know what game on my phone I play while
It's
on the
probably
treadmill?
What?
A3, isn't it?
It's A3.
Honestly,
Oh
though,
my
A3 is so
God.
good.
I just put it on auto story and I just fucking go.
Okay, this is like
so
honestly,
valid.
like you were into Grand Blue Fantasy for like a hot second. Like you're gonna be
I
into
was.
A3 for a while. Like this is an actual
know.
mobage. Like I know for a fact.
I know. It's because it's acting, and I was like, well, they can't be like this. This is stupid. Like I played it like as like ironically at first, but then I was like, oh man, they're actually like giving like good advice. I'm like, okay, I
Right?
can get into this. Like acting, all right.
Julie, you're so valid. I've been playing Chrono Trigger on my commute to work, and it's on the fucking iOS store, right? And I'm
Oh
just
my
like, well,
God.
shit. So that's what I've been doing.
Damn.
But yeah, so welcome to Yonaka Tea Time, guys.
Yes. That was our housekeeping. We threw our housekeeping
Sorry.
like in the middle there.
We always throw our housekeeping in the middle, but now that that's over with, and you all know that we're a little out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're Yonaka Tea Time. We're a monthly podcast. We try to upload at the end of the month. But
Try is the key word.
Try is the keyword.
Let me just get that in there.
We talk about weeb interests and our life problems. Basically, we talk about things we want to hear and maybe talk about things that can help others. I don't know. I
Sounds
try.
right.
I try. We
know.
try.
We try.
We
but
do,
we're
too.
also a big mess. So I guess that's sort
But
of
I
the
think
appeal.
that's I was gonna say I think that's kind of the appeal. Like
We're a mess.
all in the 20. We're all like, how old are you, Rachel? You're 23.
I'm 22.
20. Yeah, 22. Okay, I was like around there. We're the 22 to 25 age range. This is just like confirmation that you could be this age and still not have your shit together, and it's okay. Because we have
It's
a damn
okay.
podcast
I know.
that's kind of
So
successful.
lost, guys. I'm so lost.
About what?
In life or like in the podcast right now?
Oh no, in life, I lit a
Oh.
candle
Okay.
in the kitchen and like for the first time in my life, I like prayed. Cause I was just like so lost. I'm like, literally just tell me what to do. I don't
Did
even
you use
care.
matches or?
Oh, I mean, I have like one of those like Bic lighter things.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
those. I use that
Yeah.
to light up.
You a thick bick.
I used that to light my pipe once, and it burned the whole top row of weed.
God.
So that was
Bitch.
fun.
I thought you were gonna say, Julie, that you lit. I thought you were gonna say that you lit a candle and like some curtains caught on fire. I was gonna be like, damn.
I would be like, yeah, that sounds like Julie.
Lost. I mean, that's pretty much what my brother thought. Cause like he was like, "Why are you lighting a candle? You're gonna burn down the house." And I'm like, "I'm literally 24.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a
But you're
screw up.
baby.
She's baby.
I am baby.
Yeah, Julie
I'm
is baby. Anyway, so each podcast is hosted by a different member, and after all three of us have our turn, we have a live stream. Yay!
Or you know, we miss an episode and then like someone else goes ahead and then we do a live stream and. But that's the general rule of thumb here.
So
We
we're
try.
essentially we're a mess, but check out our playlist anyway in the description, or click the eye in the corner. It'll be
We
there.
got some very fun topics. I would 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah. But I think the general rule of thumb is when I'm here, we're talking about cracks knuckles depression.
Yay! It's okay. We had
appreciate it.
2 or 3 really like happy episodes in a row. It's like we need to cut it back. You know, we can't be too happy.
I
That's
know.
unrealistic.
Come down to
Exactly.
earth, my friends.
But oh my god, I wanted to say before we begin this topic, Rachie, you're alive. You were dead last episode.
Yes, we did kill her off.
We did. We
that
sacrificed
what
her.
happened?
We sacrificed you to the Halloween
No.
pagan god. What?
Well, we tried to explain that
Slenderman took me to his mansion in the woods and fucked me the entire
creepypasta?
month.
I knew it was
pretty
gonna get
hot.
to like a porno. I knew that. Like, but yeah, in the last one you were a ghost. I made you into like a cute little jack-o'-lantern.
Aw,
I
thanks,
literally
Julie.
thought you pulled that image of a jack-o'-lantern off of one of Machigarita's videos.
No, it was from
looks
Yoga.
so-
It was from
it-
Yoga.
It looks so similar.
I know.
Anyways.
I know.
Art imitates life.
So, Rachie, what's today's topic?
Okay, so this month's topic is escapism.
Yay! The biggest creepypasta of them all.
Life is the biggest creepypasta of them all. I almost missed my bus, so I ran for 10 straight minutes from 34th Street Penn Station all the way to Javits.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn, what?
Anyway,
Okay.
life is a big creepypasta. If Slenderman showed up at my house, I'd probably sit him down and ask if he wanted some tea.
Aw, that's sweet.
So what is escapism? It's avoidance of all the bad things in life.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers have some familiarity with that, huh?
I really thought Anthong was just gonna sit here like sweating profusely
I
into the mic.
was. That's why I had to redirect the blame onto our viewers and not myself.
Very cool.
Very
cool.
Very cool. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty sad episode. Heads up. Anyway, it relieves the bad feelies and oh my god, wait, it just said devices ready? Oh no, I've been recording on it. Okay, sweet. So yeah, escapism, avoidance of the bad things in life. It relieves the bad feelings, but it doesn't necessarily cure it? Question mark? So essentially,
Yeah.
it's a coping mechanism, but it's the bad form of avoidance coping.
I mean,
which is
would argue just bad if you use it to avoid it like as much as you possibly can. Good if you need a small break from the problems you're dealing with that you plan on coming back to later.
right, but it is a very slippery slope.
It is.
Oh, yes.
Oh, trust me.
Oh, yes.
I have
Very.
slipped on this more than I slip on a slip and slide. Which is a lot.
I will have my own opinion probably halfway through this, but
Do you?
we'll get there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna save
What
that
were you
for
about to say,
later.
Thongus?
No,
Okay, you're
when
gonna
we
save
start
it for
giving
later.
examples, I'll bring it up.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you guys for stories too.
Oh, yes.
Halfway in,
Oh,
so
yes.
this is gonna be fun.
Yes.
But you know, it's damaging, obviously, if not used correctly, just like these two just said. Because, you know, nothing gets solved if you
Yeah.
don't deal with it. And, you know, the more you avoid something, it becomes the only thing on your mind that starts consuming you from the inside out. And then you're gonna be more stressed about it. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, it's another day, but haha, I still have to deal with that problem. And then you do it again.
Because you don't want to deal with that
Yeah.
problem. You're like,
I
Yeah.
don't like dealing with problems. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's more of a thing in this day or age. I don't know. Like, my mom used to read a lot of books, but I don't think she was trying to escape anything. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
I don't
she
think
just
this was
liked
like
to read.
Oh, you know what she reads? She reads like these shitty YA romance novels, and like I used to laugh and
Your
make fun
mom
of her when I
too?
was younger. Yeah, but like I understand now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, your guys' moms read the YA novels?
Yeah, my
My
mom
mom-
reads stuff about witches and vampires and
Oh,
angels.
my mom,
Yes.
okay. My mom loves that topic, and I'm sorry, Mom, for outing you on this podcast, but
It's okay, we're outing all our moms.
My mom totally reads the smut books, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
My
full-on
mom definitely
adult-
does too.
Okay. Oh wait, all of our moms do? Oh, thank
yeah.
God.
I'm pretty sure my mom does.
Oh yeah. Oh no, my mom started buying them like way long ago. She has like the chapter books where it's like really strong buff men like holding like really sexy ladies with
Oh
big
my
boobs.
god, I need
Yes.
those.
Like, she
Sometimes
has
I
an
just want to
entire
read
collection.
erotica. Yes.
She has an entire collection.
I did not realize like what types of books those were until like I think it was like my friend Alyssa, her mom like came over and like saw the book and she looks at me and goes, "Oh, you're reading the smut books." And I was like, oh, "Is that what those are?"
Oh my god.
Oh
Spoiler.
no.
That is what those were.
So yeah, our moms love erotica.
Yeah.
I'm
And that's perfectly fine.
I'm a 40-year-old white mom now.
Yeah.
I will inherit them.
I already have.
Wonderful.
My mom reads fanfics and stuff online too, and I'm like, this
That's
is where I got
cute,
it
though.
from.
I need
This
to
is where I got it
introduce my
from.
mom to some fanfics.
Same.
on
I never
AO3.
thought about it.
Yeah,
Like-
I think your moms would probably also
Damn.
enjoy it.
I mean, they probably have some fanfics of the novels she currently reads, as obscure as they are. Like, you want an alternate ending to the man behind the mirror? I'm sure there's like 4, maybe 5 fics out there
Do you
for
guys
you.
remember Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
My mom read the books as a teenager.
That's amazing.
And she watched the series, and she also watched 90210.
Oh,
Yes,
She
90210. Yes.
Yeah. What was the thing with Blake Lively again? Gossip Girl? She watched that whole entire thing.
XOXO. You know you love
Gossip
me.
Girl. Oh my god, I fucking love it. Anyway. Why do we suddenly talk about that?
I don't know.
Escapism.
Because so we're escaping this topic.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't understand why my mom did it before, but I really do now.
Right?
Like, I can't even make fun of them. Like, life
Yeah.
sucks,
I know.
man. When your husband's gone for the day, why not?
Oh, hell yeah. Honestly, like, my dream as a child was to be a stay-at-home mom, but
too.
without a husband.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to fucking do what my mom did.
I see.
I wanted the husband for the attention.
Any husband or like a rich husband for the attention?
I was sure I could get a dog. I guess I wanted to be a
So you
sugar
mean
baby.
money? Yeah. I mean, Julie, it's not too late.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. I want to be one of those ladies that like yell at men. Like they pay. What is it?
Oh,
Men
I know
yell
what you're-
them.
it's-
Pay
yeah.
women to yell
Yeah.
at them. That's what I want.
I do that for $0.00 every day. You're telling me I can
You
get
guys are
paid
getting
for
paid
this? You guys are getting paid for this? Are you
love it.
kidding me?
Oh my
God damn
god.
Right.
Wow.
What were we talking about?
Escapism.
We're talking about escapism.
Sorry,
Right.
we have some tangents here and there, but we come back.
Yeah, so in this day and age, right, there's like a lot going on. And
Yeah.
oh, right, we got this way because I was gonna say, okay, my mom, I'm pretty sure like my mom like seems to go into her books a lot. Oh shit, okay, no, that's a different tangent altogether. I'm gonna try to avoid that.
Literally ADHD. We need to get from point A to point B, but we're gonna hit C, D, E, F, and G, maybe come back to D, and then go to B.
Yeah.
This will
So
be
I
fun.
wanted to say like the world is definitely, it's warranted, you know, like escapism is like getting bigger. It's because there's so much going on, you
Yeah.
know, like school's getting harder, life's more expensive.
Oh
The
yeah.
country is in shambles.
The country's in shambles.
the world is
and the
literally
climate is
dying.
dying. Yeah. And our generation's gonna have to take care of that. And
But we have Netflix.
They're trying to extort us for money from Disney
we'll
Plus.
continue to have Netflix if they don't renew Friends for another season and spend $500 million, which is like cool.
Look,
we could be
HBO's coming out with its own thing, and then
We're just gonna watch the nuclear holocaust out our window, okay? While we watch Netflix.
yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Honestly, I read this thing real quick that was like, honestly, we're leaving everything up to the Gen Z because these millennials we've had to deal with boomers so much. We're so tired. We're like, we can't do anything. Like Gen Z, like you guys have energy. Like you do it, please. So wow. What were we talking about?
Right, so we're talking about forms of escapism.
Oh yeah,
There's
because
work,
school is getting
right?
harder.
Yeah,
No one
I mean,
listens
like,
to us.
Sometimes
So
when the
true.
going gets tough, you throw yourself more into work or school or maybe even your creative stuff, you know?
My previous manager at work, who is now just such a pillar for me and a role model, and she's like literally taught me everything that I've known at work thus far. When I came in one day and I was just I was so distracted, I was kind of having like mental breakdowns left and right. She really like sat me down and consoled me about it and like shared some coping mechanisms. And yes, it is technically classified as a form of escapism, but basically a rule of thumb, I don't know if it's for all workplaces, but she said literally when you come to work, just like leave everything at the door. Use this as your time to focus on other things and to not think about those previous things until you get back home.
And like, I think again, there's the whole slippery slope of like escapism, Because easily, like, you can throw yourself into work, obviously, to kind of distract yourself from probably really difficult things that are going to lead to rumination, things you can't do anything about. But,
Yeah.
there's always just like the balancing of like, okay, I have to like now face this other thing,
And
like
I'm
you
not
can't
saying-
just can't become a
and
workaholic.
I'm not saying she was like, hey, use escapism and escape from your problems like permanently. It was just like for that short period of time and like definitely come back to it.
It's the management
yeah.
of, where's the right time and place, you know?
Right. Again, slippery slope, right? You can't
feel
let
like-
it interfere with your work.
I feel like that's what a lot of escapism boils down to. It's learning to manage it, when and when not to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I could just fucking AFK from life in the middle of a boss battle or like middle of midterms, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's hitting too close to home, Rachie, right
Yeah.
now. Woo! I've spent 2 days escaping from my problem because ultimately there isn't really anything I can do about it right now. And,
Amen.
it's hard.
We're all suffering.
I'm trying to like focus on like finding something to make me feel useful. Like, I don't know why that's like been the thing. I'm like, I just want to be worth something, you know?
There was this tweet that someone added
That's why I
at
play
our
Final
Twitter
Fantasy.
that was like, Yonaka tea time be like, Juby, I'm depressed. Rachie, I am also depressed. Anthong, my life's going great. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And while that's funny, haha, I'm really glad you guys are like believing my acting, because sometimes my life is a disaster. So I don't want y'all to think, Anthong, what are you talking about? You're fine. I'm like, holds up my cup. I wish.
It's just that me and Rachie are a little more open about it because
We are.
personally
It's
I've got
one of my
nothing to lose.
personality traits.
Oh, I'm very open about it. It's just I try to mask the entire fucking thing with memes and jokes.
I'm too tired to do it.
Again, we all have our own ways of, you know, coping, and escapism
Ain't
is
that
a
the
part of
truth?
that.
Escapism is a big part of it. Yeah, I mean, video games, that's
Yeah.
a way to escape. That's what I use a lot. Some people use exercise, you know, like...
Thought you said exercise, and I was like, oh, demon exercise, like exercising demons.
Oh my
Exorcisms,
god.
exorcisms.
Yeah, maybe
Some
priests
people use
do
that to escape.
Maybe, like,
mean,
escape to another
I could-
dimension altogether.
I could argue that exercising, like working out, is probably one of the. I'm not saying it's
Healthy.
Yeah, it's a little healthier because it does give you, like, if you are dealing with depression
Yeah.
and anxiety, it does give
Yeah.
you, you know, some of that feedback and a little bit
Yeah.
of, like, you know, health.
For
but
sure.
if you're obviously
I
like,
wish I could do that.
oh yeah, but like if you're using it as kind of like a way, like every time like you're having a hard problem or like, you know, like, and you just go
it's
and
like the
work
dude
out
in The Good Place.
and
Wait,
never come
do you
back.
guys watch The Good Place?
My house is the good place.
There's this guy basically. He's whenever he's faced with a tricky question or something he doesn't want to answer, he's like, I'm gonna go work out, and he literally takes off his shirt and starts running.
That's hilarious. Need
But,
me,
like, okay,
need me a man like that.
If he comes back after the workout and he's like, okay, I can face this and deal with this now, that's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You know? Like people, there's like this thing where they're like, honestly, one of the best things to do if you can't figure out the answer to a question is just take a walk, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. But if you escape and you're just like not coming back, you're like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm working out. Yeah. No.
And like,
Yeah.
escapism is probably one of those ways that, you know, one of those coping mechanisms that are easy to use to gain a little bit of confidence in yourself. You know, you're like, okay, you know, I have enough spoons to do this, now I can. Basically, you want to set up yourself into like a positive spiral, right? Is what I hear from my therapist a lot.
Cool.
As
Good.
I'm told.
As I am
As
told.
I'm told. It's, and you know, like I feel it work too. But I'll get.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna get to that later. We're talking about this now, and we can talk about more forms of escapism later. But like, you know, when you play video games, you're a different person. You know, like people fucking
Yeah.
love you. You're a protagonist. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to accomplish all this shit
You're the
that you
warrior
can't
of
like.
light.
Yeah, I'm the warrior of light. People love me.
People are actually relying on me.
People actually love me and they like it.
Did I die in this dungeon 7 times? Yes, but the people will never know that because that's not how video games work.
Because it's not canon.
Unless this is fucking Undertale.
But like, yeah, of course. You know, video games are probably the best. Not. I mean, it's the easiest way of escapism.
Yeah.
It
And
gives
like-
you a reason.
Yeah. Like sometimes I'll play it for an hour and I'll be like, okay, I set the timer, you know, I can do work. This cool shit. But obviously it doesn't always work that way. Anyway, some people eat or drink to cope. I'm guilty of drinking a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And not water either. But YouTube, please don't flag me. I also eat to fill the void, and so does my boyfriend. There's also meditation and mindfulness as forms of escaping, but those are very healthy, and those are things that might actually help you in the long run. They're good habits to form. Do you guys have any more?
Like
personal?
examples?
Yeah, examples. You could talk about personal stuff. This is like the free for all time.
You go.
Oh,
Anthong.
you want me to go? Okay. While you think of yours, or you're procrastinating, so I'll go first. It's fine.
Escapism.
So escapism, my form of escapism is, if you look back on my personal Tumblr blog, http://jorts.tumblr.com.
I still can't believe you have the Jorts URL.
I have the Jorts
Crazy.
URL. What I'm trying to say is, there's this long period of time, I want to say after I graduated, so from probably 2012 to 2013, where I did not post anything on my main blog. And that happened again probably like 2015 to 2017. Now I just don't go on Tumblr anymore at all. But anyways, those gaps of where I didn't post on my main blog were because starting senior year, I made a roleplay blog. Because God fucking damn did I need to escape from real life for a hot second. And I escaped from real life a lot by going on this RP blog. And it started off as, I'm outing myself, by the way. It's time it's time to come out with the truth. My RP blog started off as a self-insert RP blog. And I mainly did that because I needed to escape, Like I needed to fucking do something to put myself into another world or situation where I wasn't so stressed.
Yeah.
And then, as like time went on, the more I RP'd, and I was on this blog, I think you can look back. I'm not gonna give the URL out because like hell am I letting people know about that. I think that blog has been around, and it's still around for 7 years. Yeah, because 2019, almost 8 years.
Wow.
But it was nice because it really did help me kind of shy away from things for a little bit until I learned how to cope with them in a healthy way, which I did. And then I knew how to balance that, but also real life a lot more. And as you can tell that balance happening and that gradual shift to me coping by the way that my self-insert blog actually turned into an OC blog. Like my self-insert became his own character, and now he's his own person. That's what I use to ship with everyone, is because he's my OC, and it's like, yes, there are still some qualities of me in there, but it's also like, but I think everybody has their own, when they make an OC, it's like some part of them.
Yeah, that's my
OC.
Warrior of Light.
Yeah. So it was just like, it was a lot of role playing, but also he helped me, build up that creativity, and and now that's when I commission all that art and have all that. That's why I have such good writing and all that descriptive shit, is because of my 8 years of roleplay.
One could argue that writing a novel is role-playing with yourself.
It literally is.
Kinda is.
Why do you think I stopped writing fanfics? It's because it's boring when it's just me writing. I want to read someone's response. I want to read someone replying.
I mean, I can understand it. I've only ever been able to kind of just watch RP and Persona OC people make their own. For me, it was just kind of I guess I have to have a character. Here's a character. So it's there's no lore to it personally. For me, my escapism was, I guess, technically YouTube, which turned into something that I needed another escapism from.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was mine too.
Yeah.
I totally understand that one, Julie.
Julie, I feel like your escapisms have escapisms.
Yeah.
Like, didn't it, like, okay, as I've stated multiple times before, I started we were mutuals on Tumblr when you were an artist, when you started posting the comics.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got like really stressed with posting comics like on a timely basis, and you're like, I need an escape from this. And then you started YouTube, and you got really into YouTube. Now you're kind of like, I need an escape from this. And I'm like, this cycle is repeating.
I have been through a lot of escapisms.
You have. I'm not.
Like, no, and I'm okay with it. Like, for me, it was just kind of like, at first, like, doing comics and like doing things like that was just kind of like a way for me to feel like I'm being, God, who the fuck wants to be productive at age 12? But I did.
I did.
Because I was like so nervous. I was so nervous about the future because I was like, I'm not very good at school. I'm not very good at a lot of things. I should get good at something, so I'll work really hard at like drawing for like an entire summer. Like, and then just suddenly like show up to middle school and be like, I want to be an artist. And like, I was like, okay, well, if I want to get serious about this, then I might want to like, I was interested in like, you know, webcomics. And I was like, well, I'll try like webcomics. Like that seems, and I'll force myself and do it weekly, you know?
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't so much of an escape as it was like a thing that made me feel like I was doing something active, fighting off my anxieties. But ultimately, I guess it was an escape.
That's kind of the definition of escapism.
No, I know. It's
pretty
just
much
that
escapism.
my escapes, like, just become, like, the thing that I have to escape from.
Yeah, Julia, that's because you want to be productive, you want to be useful, and you like set these goals for yourself.
It's hard. Like, throughout my life, I have struggled on just like finding things that like aren't going to be like monetized or like something towards my future, like something I can just enjoy. Like, I can't. It's hard for me to even like read like webtoons and manga now because it's like if I'm sitting here reading this, like I'm lazy, you know? And so my escapisms are a bit more, Yeah, it's a complicated
It's really interesting to think about actually our second episode, which you can check in the little eye in the corner. But when Rachie, because that was your episode, and you were talking about motivation.
I don't know what I was talking about.
No, you were that wasn't a question.
I was saying definitely in a fugue state, so you can't say that to me and expect me to like remember.
I said it as a confirming, like I'm positive you were talking about motivation.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, Julie, when you talked about your motivation and like how like you need to always be doing so, it's funny like thinking back on it. It's like, wow, okay, so now listening to this episode, it makes sense like to connect the dots. Like, okay, listen back to episode 2 and you'll find out what Julie does.
I really hate that you're remembering this because even like my therapist has probably forgotten this. Like,
right.
Thank God that I've recorded it and now it's forever out there. But yeah, I am always an anxious person. So like my escapisms, I have to actively, escaping is one of my problems. So like I've actually like been to the therapist and like talked to her about like how can I just enjoy something to keep my mind off of like the rumination, you know? And so like I've actually had to build ways of like, I need to go back to the therapist because I'm struggling with it again, but yeah. Thankfully, I can enjoy some games now, though. Like,
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you've gotten into like not only mobile games, but like you've been like really into your Switch. And I'm happy.
I like doing that. Like, you know, just finding an hour to like not be a part of whatever goddamn roller coaster into the hell flames that my life is. But yeah, it's good. But again, I'm like now a newbie at like learning how to moderate that escapism.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
baby in this conversation.
Aw, Julie, you're baby.
I'm
You're a
baby.
baby. But you're making
babies.
But despite, our talk about your escapisms having escapisms, you are looking back from our first episode, we've all made some steps.
Oh,
Have
our
we?
lives have changed so much, Rachie.
Yeah, our lives have changed a
yes,
lot.
we've probably fallen down a step or two, but we've pulled ourselves okay. This is supposed to be a little positive, so bear with me.
Oh yeah.
But
Ah.
shut the fuck up. Was that Rachie?
That was Rachie.
Shut up. No, but realistically speaking, every single time we've fallen down, we've pulled ourselves back up. We can't deny that. We're still here, we're still going. Rachie, you got a job. Yeah, you're moving, but I mean, you're done with school. You're advancing in your life to now have a job that'll make you money. Julie,
Yes, against my own will. Okay, what's the point, Anthong?
I'm still proud.
The point is, you're not stuck in the hell that is school anymore. You're advancing. You haven't given up.
Yeah, I'm in a work hell.
An advanced hell, though.
It's
advanced.
advanced hell.
It's
and then
graduated hell.
and then with Julie, it's she finally fucking picked up some video games and
Okay.
and
I'm so proud.
but you have, and I think it's been really healthy for you to indulge in that a little bit more, because I feel it's really mellowed you out.
I think it has to, honestly,
Oh boy,
Julie.
you should
Really
see
sorry.
me at the gym.
Right?
Am I mellow? God knows.
But also, yeah, you going to the gym and just
Well,
Going to
You-
the gym
you
is so
guys-
hot, Julie.
you guys,
Thank you. Me sitting
Well,
in
the
the
point-
common area showers with my head against the wall, being what am I doing? But in public,
Yeah.
not at home.
That is a step
in the right direction.
in a new direction.
What
in a
I'm trying to
new
say
direction.
is, even though this topic is about escapism and whatever, and it's kind of a depressing topic, I just had to divert for a hot second to bring some positivity, because I started thinking about the past episodes and just you guys, I'm proud of us.
And Anthong, you have also. I know. I don't know if you'll resist this, but
No, I won't.
okay. Well, you did mention at the beginning, you now. At least the PC is nice,
Right?
You've made, advances, at work.
Yeah.
And you've taken on a lot of responsibility that's really difficult,
Thank you.
And you're keeping your head above water. That's what matters.
Thank
you know?
That's really all that matters in this stage of life, I guess. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Look, we're all just trying to get to December, okay?
We're all dog.
Yeah,
we
we're
are
just trying to
all-
get to 2020.
We're all
Really.
doggy paddling in this large sea of life.
I'm trying so fucking hard, y'all.
Right?
I mean, that's
Raw-dogging
pretty
life
much.
without any antidepressants.
Oh God, right.
What was that?
I'm raw dogging life without any antidepressants.
Raw dogging.
Rachie, I only have 2 bottles on my desk. One is
taken my
Advil
Prozac in
and
a
one is
while.
antidepressants. And I thought to
haven't
myself
taken it
today,
in a while.
wow, that's real.
Are you guys
Oh, you
taking
know what I've been doing?
multivitamins?
I'm taking multivitamins. Do you know what I've been doing?
I eat fruit.
Take some fucking
I
multivitamins.
take zinc and I take vitamin D. That's the 2 I take.
Good shit.
I need to check Amazon, because I bought a Happy Light for seasonal depression this year.
Oh my God, right?
Good job.
Yeah. I was
It has been raining all day and I have not seen the sun in 3 days.
I went to work yesterday at 5 p.m. and I worked till 1 a.m. It was because I had to do stuff after work, help out. And dude, it was just a nightmare. It's getting dark earlier. I can't do it. It's literally, you're telling me it's day 4 of daylight savings? I have
is
months
so
of this.
Fucking depressing. I know. And I'm should I just start waking up earlier just so I can see an hour of sunlight?
I think so, Julie. Move your sleeping schedule to something more human.
Human? Who the fuck is that?
Because right now, I classify you as a cryptid. I don't
Well,
know.
I think that's about right,
Yeah.
Not that my mother is very far off. She has a worse sleep schedule than I, so.
Okay, but your mom's also been at it since.
I would say that I'm half cryptid.
You are okay. Yeah, she's the full cryptid.
I'm half blood. God.
Okay,
Mama
I wanna-
Juliet's a big.
I wanna, Amazon, you have 40. It says this thing is gonna arrive at my house between 5:45 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. It is 8 o'clock. You got 45 minutes. I need this happy light, damn it.
See, this is the world we live in, you know?
Okay, honestly,
this
I'm sorry,
escapism through
I-
Amazon. No.
I really diverted us for a second.
No, it's
Rachie,
fine,
you need
it's
to
fine.
take the reins again. I'm sorry. You go.
What were we talking about before this?
We were talking about our examples of escapism.
Yeah, examples of escapism.
And
Yeah.
Julia was talking about hers.
Yeah, escapism it feels really good. You know, it's like, I don't know, I've been doing this too for like the longest time as far as I remember. Like as soon as my mom got me hooked into reading, this is all I did. You know, I'd read, I'd journal. I used to journal before that too.
Like online
and my
journal?
sister. No, offline. And my sister was a bitch because she used to, whenever she wanted to pay back for anything, she would read my diary out loud to my friends.
Wow.
And my friends already
Oh my
didn't like
God.
me, actually. They were already bullying me and they were only using me for my pool. So
I would argue that's
That
really
is
mean.
really fucking mean. That's nasty.
yeah, I used to
Family.
read novels a lot, you know, reading self-insert fanfic.
Yes.
That's always it. I used to role play a lot when I was younger as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was...
Rachie, I used to roleplay a lot when I was younger. I used to roleplay a lot now.
Yeah, I sort of fell off the train just because the landscape changed after I took a break, and then I came back and I was like, oh, I don't know where to start anymore. Okay, goodbye. But yeah, I used to also play a lot of video games. I don't know, it's like what I said about like being the protagonist. You feel like you can do something, you know? And
Yeah.
I had to deal with a lot of problems when I was younger with my parents fighting, my mom just telling me about all the problems that she had with her in-laws, you know, just family drama and bullying and stuff. By the way, I saw on Dr. Phil the other day because I watch clips of Dr. Phil online when I need to fill the void.
You're ugly.
You're
I
disgusting.
Hate you.
I'll kill you. You give me $200.
Good.
But yeah. So he says that when it comes to raising children, there's two important rules for all parents to follow. And don't ask them to deal with adult issues, and don't burden them with situations they can't control. Guess what my mom did?
Yeah.
Both. And apparently that makes them
Bye.
feel helpless. And I've always wanted to be useful, you know, like it still translates to now me being myself as I am. And I can't do that in real life, so I do that in video games. Yeah.
Damn, I felt that.
I mean, like when you're pushed down and you feel like you can't accomplish anything, you know, you just want to feel like you can do things. Julie, I know you feel this.
How deep do we want to go into therapy?
That was quite the laugh. And I think the laugh that came from that topic should be saved for another time.
Oh boy, yeah.
If you want to hear that story, you should pledge to our Patreon.
The short version is I mean, there's a short version of short vague
fucking
version.
with you.
The
I'm
short
fucking with
version
you.
is like 3 hours. The long version is a
that was what
12-part
I was
musical spanning
When I
300
was
years.
born.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean it's hard because like what are you supposed to do, you know?
Like the healthy thing to do is, and the ideal thing to do, right, is like you do something for a little while, like you clean the house, you cook something, you know, you go restock the paper towels that have been out for 300 years. Rach, step the fuck up.
We're cleaning now? Fuck.
Oh wait. Oh no. Rachie, you just pinpointed one of my other escapes.
You go to the grocery store, you go to
cleaning.
H-E-B.
Oh shit. Fuck you. Okay.
Wait. Are you saying you're escaping from these tasks, or you do these tasks to escape? Because
I do
Both.
this to escape.
okay,
I have become so obsessed with cleaning.
Juby be like, I escape by bettering my surroundings, which improves my mental health. I just can't tell.
It is not even so much like, okay, if we want to get into like anxiety time, like I developed this anxiety about like tidiness and cleanliness. I used to not have this at all based upon like my room because it was like a fucking mess all the time. Like I would just have clothes on the floor. Then I graduated high school and I literally can't sleep in a room if I feel like the sheets are in any way dirty, if like laundry is not like
okay, I feel
like,
this. I feel this hardcore.
I can't go visit my sisters. Like I couldn't go visit them because I just became so like if I'm already stressed, if a place is dirty or messy, specifically the kitchen, I like lose my shit. Like if my brother leaves a goddamn plate on the couch, I lose my shit. He left a Chipotle bag on the couch today. And I was like ready to lose it. Like
I wish I had that. I'm like a total slob.
But like the problem is that like it seems like, oh, this is nice, like it's clean in here, but it's not good enough for me. Like you can never like wash away enough of it. Like it never feels good.
Do you not have OCD? Are you? Do you do like what is this? This is your anxiety.
This is my anxiety.
Manifesting itself in different way.
Exactly. Like I clean the shower. I have my own like cleaning products. I bought my own mop. Like I have become a mess. So yeah, no, but like for real, like I never used to be this way, and like now cleaning. If I feel like my life is a mess, I'll start cleaning. Or like I'll go to the grocery store and buy some candles, which I did. I bought some candles. I lit some.
So you?
Yep.
I let things really like build up. Like my room gets pretty messy and I get really depressed, and then literally the only reason why I cleaned my room recently was because I was like, fuck. I was like, daylight savings is happening in a week. I gotta clean this room so I will be depressed, but at least I'll be less depressed because my room will be clean and smell nice.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But I mean, like, it gives you like a little bit of happiness when you're like, oh, it smells nice in here and things are put away.
Yeah.
But
Hunter's place smells nice, but you can see all the shit on the ground. And
Hunter, get it together. Jesus.
like, you think I'm bad? He's worse.
I will
and I help him clean up
your life.
Can you please? I already did it to my clothes. Like I cut down half of the things that I was supposed to ship back.
I buy
and
twist ties just for electronic cords.
Yeah, I do that too.
I feel it.
Sad.
It's
This is
good.
sad.
It's a good feeling.
It is, except yeah.
But there aren't enough twist ties in the world to make you feel better. Anyway, we should all go to therapy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot.
You were talking about Dr. Phil.
I love Dr. Phil. I absolutely hate the show, but I love him.
Yeah. Follow his Twitter.
Follow his Twitter. He sings as well.
Wow. We got competition.
But yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, like the healthy thing to do, right, is like to do something to keep your mind off it, and you calm down, your confidence builds up, and you get back to it. But obviously, it's a very slippery slope. Like I could set my fucking alarm to just to go off for an hour, you know, after an hour of playing Final Fantasy. But sometimes you're like, what if I don't? Like, what if I just don't?
Like, what if?
Like, what if I just don't? Like, what if I just put my Minecraft bed next to yours? I'm just joking.
What if?
Unless.
I love literally. Okay, stop. That's how you know we were meant to do this podcast together. Literally, Julie was like, "What if?" and me, and then just all of us at the same time, and then me and Rachie.
Unless.
For some reason, I imagine like you guys like accidentally like touching hands and like looking at each other. Like I don't like this.
Yeah, that's what we do.
One post where it's like the Google Doc and it's like our mouses hover over one another and we're holding hands.
Are we highlighting the same sentence?
Yes. Wait, I think Rachie's. Oh, wait.
No.
This is Rachie. Yes. Okay. Rachie.
Yes.
Bitch, am I in the
We're
same
holding
doc?
hands.
Am I watching this?
Oh, you
What the
are.
f-
Imagine
Fuck.
being a
Oh, wait.
third wheel in a Google Doc.
Rachie, are we holding hands?
I think we're holding hands,
I
Anthong.
think we're holding hands.
Oh my god.
I hate this. I hate
Julie
this.
is the
I'm
anonymous
deleting the
chinchilla, and I
fucking
don't-
doc. I'm deleting the entire thing.
This
It's
is
all
my
gone.
document.
Control A, you're all done. It's done. So anyway, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Dr.
So
Phil.
anyway,
You
Dr.
have a thing
Phil.
about Dr. Phil here.
Oh, he's so sexy. Anyway.
So sexy.
I have a line in the document that says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger doesn't apply to me." No idea where it comes from. Probably depression. And I'm like, I can't remember writing that.
Rachie, you're working through some stuff in this document.
She really is.
Just like watching a person like lose their mind. But it's okay. I work through
you're
stuff
not
over
wrong.
Twitter, so.
I work through stuff through my fucking through working out my Warrior of Light OC. Like you can just see like it's a wild ride from start to finish, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Rachie, did you see the post of the person that like entered a contest or something, and they just like it was a Final Fantasy contest for like hairstyles or something?
Oh yeah.
And
I
they're just
saw
like,
that.
I want to look like a baby, and they had just like a spiral hair, like a single.
I want to look like a baby.
I saw that.
Did you-
I was just like, that's
Did you
me.
see that G Posers magazine? I think Juby, I sent you the
Yeah,
her
the
Sakura
isekai,
outfit.
the isekai themed one,
Yes.
right?
Oh, so good.
So
I love
good.
how it was like actually like amazing. Anyways,
Yeah, anyway, but yeah, I work through it through my fucking character document, which is currently 15, 16, 18 pages long.
Damn. Damn.
It's very sad.
No, I think, you're not out there killing people,
I'm killing my character off.
Yeah, well, if it has to happen.
I mean, if
Very-
it's not hurting anyone, then it's fine. If it's
Very-
hurting yourself, that's bad,
Yeah.
right?
I would
That's
hate
bad.
to be in any fic that Rachie writes, because I would just be sure I would be killed off in like the worst fashion.
No, you would be
no.
forced to watch me kill myself off in the worst fashion.
Little
Also
Rachie
kind of
making little Rachie puppet.
Like I have this one plot bunny where basically my OC's love interest falls in love with her rival instead of her because she's a fucking alcoholic mess, and I'm like, this is great.
love this because little known fact, Rachie's Warrior of Light OC and my Warrior of Light OC are siblings.
We're siblings.
God. Oh God.
Everything I talk about turns into Final Fantasy. Did you guys know that Julie's character is called
Okay.
a JubyPhonic Uchiha?
Okay, and she
Julie-
died in a field and couldn't figure out how to like revive. Okay.
Okay,
That was
Julie,
so funny to me.
Did me and Rachie?
Those are my dogs.
Oh, babies.
What's wrong? What?
That's scared me.
Just barking at me. Get out of here.
Why?
Get out of here. Go. Okay.
Is that Hero or is that
that's
Moose?
Hero. One second.
Oh.
Let me
The anxious one.
Commercial break.
Okay, it's commercial break time.
Okay, this is the commercial break. Okay, while she does that, she'll come back to a commercial break.
She'll
Fine.
come back to a commercial break.
So, I love our OCs.
Yeah, first of
I love-
all, this episode's a mess, but second of all, what did you expect when it's me
I mean,
hosting it?
Right. Okay,
but
okay. There is a linear line, I will tell you. It's just a little, like, jumbled here and there.
I'm sorry, I have really bad ADHD sometimes.
Bitch, we all do. Did
I
you
am
see
back.
the 7 different detours we took? We're doing commercial. Julie, we're doing commercial break.
The commercial
that's
break will just
fine.
come out of nowhere.
That's
Yeah.
Like it's
fine.
like Julie's dog barks and she'll be like, I'll be right back, and then it fades to purple.
Yes.
That's
time.
fine. Okay.
Yeah. Really quick about Final Fantasy.
Oh my God.
Julie, we didn't tell you this, but when me and Rachie were playing, we found another character with the last name Uchiha, and we're like,
oh my god.
Lives on.
literally, I was like, oh my god.
I support this. There are many
Juby
of
is
us.
part of the Uchiha clan. God.
Oh my god.
You guys want to know the funniest names I found on Final Fantasy?
Yes.
So Fishu's alt is called Easy Bake Oven, and that one's
Yes,
for me.
I love Easy
that
Bake
one's for
Oven.
me. She was gonna be Belial Grand Blue, but
Well, I mean, I think Easy Bake Oven is like a lot better.
a man called Girth Maximus attended my
Okay,
wedding.
yes, I love Girth Maximus.
I saw somebody stand next to Trauma Center in the Gold Saucer. It was just Trauma Center. That was his name.
I'm really mad you can't be. What was it? It was like cutscene something. What was it? Watching cutscene.
You're viewing cutscene is
Yeah,
also
viewing
another one
cutscene.
I've seen. There was somebody named Daijo Boob.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that one was amazing. And And then there's this one fucking fucker. He thought he could change his name after, and he called himself Epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
Yes, I love Epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
And he's like, guys, I can change my name for free later, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad he can't, because Epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah is so fucking iconic.
It is so
it.
good. But just imagine Daijo Boob, and all the cutscenes will be like,
Yes.
Master Boob.
Master Boob.
Oh my god, if it's a guy and his last name is Pete. Master Boob.
God damn it.
Love that. Oh my god.
Beautiful names. Did you guys see Chris Evans and Billy Eichner do it in the Let's Go Lesbians?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I enjoyed
I did not. I
Fucking
did
great.
not
I
fucking
enjoyed
see
this.
it. and
You
I'm
have to
mad.
It's on
watch it.
Netflix
You have
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you don't have an excuse.
Got no fucking excuse. Will shit on my pants. Bitch,
You're shitting on your pants?
Rachie, I feel
shitting
like
my pants.
I feel like I really needed you the last episode, because like we were fucking going through like 2-channel, and like I didn't even know that 2chan and 2-channel were different things.
Oh,
for
yeah.
one,
You didn't?
I didn't until later. I was like, maybe they're different things, because like I was thinking to myself, like, why is it that they only put it like they write it 2CH, and I'm like, does that make sense? And so like I had to go through like this whole fucking Wikipedia loophole thing, like where one is like Futaba channel and the other is like not. And ultimately I'm sitting there at like the dinner table with like the head, like my head in my hands, and like my brother comes downstairs and I'm like, Adam, did you know that 2-channel and 2chan are two different things? He's like, yeah, everybody knows that. And I was like,
Fuck.
Yeah,
are
everybody
you
does.
fucking... Okay, look.
Well, okay. First of all, I didn't know that 2-channel was a thing, so I just know about 2chan. So when you said it was all from 2chan, I was like, oh, cool.
I know. Well, like, it's just, I feel like it's purposefully confusing. And like my brother explained to me like why it was that way. And I was like,
You're like, I just want to have a good time.
But yeah, besides that, like we were going through like all the, I don't even know what they fucking call it, but you know, Japanese creepypasta. And I'm like, I'm so sure I'm reading these and like, Rachie is supposed to be here yelling at me, telling me I'm doing it wrong. But she's
It wasn't
not,
the
and
same.
so I'm just
it wasn't
like,
the same. We had too much freedom. We had too much freedom.
we had
It
too
was
much
scary.
freedom, and I'm like, I have no fucking context of any of this. So yeah,
I still haven't watched the previous episode. Sorry.
no, it's
it's
fine. I'm sure if you
kind of
ever watch
insane.
it,
You'll laugh.
just
first of
know
all.
I'm sorry.
Just know that I'm not. Anyways. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I know we were interrupted by Julie just now and her
Okay.
dogs, which
Right.
I love them,
I know.
but also like we were getting
They're
really
loud.
derailed, and I think
loud.
Yeah.
we're done talking about our experiences with escapism. If we went any further than that, we might divulge either too personal information
Right.
or it might go off on a completely different tangent. And
We can't give that to you guys for free.
I know.
yeah, no, you gotta check out the Patreon for that. Haha.
What are we talking about? Solutions to escapism?
Yeah, solutions to escapism. So we actually talked about a lot of them while we were talking, but yeah, the first and most important, and I think it's the most like simplest and think of more adjectives.
What is the
Succinct.
thesaurus? You want me to open up a thesaurus?
The simplest.
Very, very good.
The most succinct way to sum it all. I'm gonna cry.
We'll figure this out.
The best way to summarize the best
Go
form.
to a therapist.
Yeah. She said it. I'm agreeing.
But if you can't, here are some other ways to do it.
It's a lot of. It's hard. It's hard, especially if you're trying to do it on your own and you already don't have that helping hand to guide you. I understand if it's hard for people to not stop the escapism.
Oh,
if
no,
that
I
makes
know.
sense.
But like the first step in anything you do is to recognize that you're doing it
yeah.
and to identify what triggers it. Fuck, I burped. Fuck.
We're not your therapists, but these are good tips. And like we said, escapism isn't bad if you know when to come back and actually address your problems. If you're using escapism to avoid your problems entirely, then that's bad. That's a no-no. Big no-no. Don't do that. Unless you create a really awesome OC.
And there's like, escapism isn't necessarily bad, but it is a slippery slope. So it's not necessarily bad. There are some forms of escapism that could be bad, like playing video games for too long, exercising until your legs give out, and then you're doing it all again tomorrow, because that is bad. Like, that's bad.
That's bad.
Like throwing yourself into work so much that you forget about everything else. Haha, that is also bad. But I think meditation and mindfulness are probably like the two best ways to do it. They're good. And if you don't know what they are, you should look them up.
I meditated for a hot second. It was nice. I kind of preached about it actually to like everyone. I was like, meditate. You all should meditate. It's so good for you. I love meditating. It's helped relieve me of anxiety and stress. I did that for like 2 weeks after that moment, and then I like haven't done since. And I was like, whatever.
That's because like a lot of the times, if you're not careful, you brood.
Yeah. This is like a recommended time you should meditate. Isn't it like 45 minutes to an hour? Something like that?
Something like that. I do it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. A little small meditation breaks.
Small meditation is good. I don't have any other solutions. Honestly, I'm still going through it. Julie, if you have something. Oh, you said something. Okay, yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, so there's like a whole extreme version of escapism that we haven't really gotten into that, and I'll try and be as vague to protect their identity, but someone I know, they weren't hikikomori, but essentially, if you don't know hikikomori, they're shut-ins, basically. Yeah, they don't interact with society. Yeah, they tend to stay in their room. They tend to be really active in video games, online video games. For this person, it was similar to that, but it also included agoraphobia, which is the fear of like either leaving your room or leaving your house. And like that was its own manifestation of a lot of things going on. And during that time, it was really difficult to figure out like what could help, because obviously like the escapism was, them playing the video game, but at the same time, like that was the only thing that they were interested in, and like it was getting down to the root of why they were escaping in the first place. And so the first thing that essentially happened was that their computer was moved out of their room and into the living room, which was pretty funny. But like, it's kind of this really slow process of like getting them more interacting with other people, making it more of just a routine of like not feeling, because like, I don't know, this might be too specific, but I feel like with escapism to the extreme, you start to be cut off from society in like a larger way.
No, yeah, I feel that. I mean, I didn't leave my apartment for like 3 entire months. Not really, but like I basically didn't leave this whole summer when I was still looking for jobs.
Yeah, and like there's this kind of divide that you experience, and like I am actually kind of experiencing it, not in the form of escapism, but just because my schedule is so different. But like when you get away from people, when you get away from just like the public in general, you get this really heavy, really strong self-talk and self-belief of what, the outside world is, possibly the thing that you're afraid of becomes even scarier than it actually is, because the escapism and everything has gone so extreme. Like, just an example of like my escapism. Moose, go away. Get out of here, Moose.
Hi, Moose.
She's like, I want in.
Baby.
I want in.
We love you, Moose.
But essentially, my own escapism was I had huge anxieties with like learning to drive, and like I tried to avoid driving, which was obviously, you know, not the best way to overcome a fear is avoiding it. But ultimately, it took a long time, and I realized the further I would get away from that fear, the scarier it got. Like, I started making up ideas in my head of, like, you know, like, maybe someone's gonna, like, kill me, like, on the road, like, if I do something wrong.
I mean, doesn't that still go through your head?
I mean, it still exists, but, like, there's, like, this weird, like, society judging me. Like, a lot of my anxieties was, like, not only, like, I was afraid of math, but I was more afraid of, like, society judging me being bad at math. Like, and so I feel like a part of escapism is, you know, kind of that being cut off from social interaction.
So essentially it's like, don't let it progress to that point.
Yeah,
like,
it's
escapism
kind of,
is fine, just like it has potential to like really harm yourself, basically.
it has the potential to keep you, it makes a new reality, I feel. When you're spending so much time in one place, like say video games or, you know,
Well,
even,
yeah, that's
even
that's why you need to. That's why it's like, though it's hard to like come back to your problems and actually address them in a healthy way. It's actually important to do so because this could happen.
And it doesn't even have to be in a big way. Like, you know, for agoraphobia, it's like one day you open the door a crack, you know, and the next day you open it a little more. Like, you don't have to go from like, you know, finishing your video game and then learning how to drive the highway, you know, like it doesn't have to be like that. And it can be helpful to also like do things and face these fears with like someone that understands, like, you know, even just like talking about it one day is like a step in the right direction. So it's like, I think escapism can be good in the way that, you know, if you have a lot of rumination, it can be unhealthy to just sit there and think over the same thing. Like, I need to drive, I need to learn how to drive, I need to do this.
For sure.
But like, sometimes you can't go out there and do it right then, you know? You need to just kind of take your mind off of it. And escapism can be good in that. But you can't stay there because it does make things worse eventually.
Yeah.
And that's my point.
I think that's a good way to end this thing that we have going on.
The podcast.
I think it's good. I think.
Okay, let me try saying that again. I think that was a good spot to end this podcast on. I personally have nothing else to say.
Yeah. Do you want to answer like a couple responses to the Twitter post?
Yeah. Before that, thanks for listening. We have Yonaka Tea Time is available on
Literally,
Anchor, everything, Spotify,
Anchor, SoundCloud, Apple Music,
just anywhere that podcasts are disseminated, we are there. We have a Patreon. If you do pledge to our Patreon, thank you so much. We have a shout out for you at the end, and we have social media, and we post stuff, and you can find us in the description. And this is getting a lot. Let's just move to Twitter. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Rachie, what did you type on the Yonaka Tea Time Twitter? What did you ask people?
This month I asked, what is your favorite healthy way to distress?
Who called everyone Yonakers?
That's me. I'm sorry.
You should be.
I'm not.
Oh, we got 37 replies. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so the question is, what's your favorite healthy way to distress? And do you have any tips for people who may get easily overwhelmed? Because I feel like a large part of escapism is being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I like the SpongeBob joke.
I like that one.
That is
I thought that was perfect.
That is exactly 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's the baby clam episode.
Yeah, it's a baby clam.
Patrick,
that is the baby clam episode.
Wow. Do you see? There's a person who actually like made a journal.
I know. I love that. It's so
really
pretty.
I
don't know which one you're talking about.
They're Delakes.
Yeah, Delakes. It's so pretty. I love your handwriting. Holy shit. So we're putting that up right now.
Yeah,
I'm
Delake says.
still looking for it. Oh, here it is.
Delake says, I like to organize things or journal when I'm in need of de-stressing. And I think that's a really, really
It's so pretty.
healthy
It's so
and
pretty.
creative thing
Are you
to
selling
do.
these? Can you make one of these for me? Make mine, but about Hitorie.
Oh, yeah.
That's really pretty. Journaling is a great way to distress
Yeah.
for sure. Once you get all your feelings down, I feel like that's a big weight off your shoulders.
So what other...
That is a cute journal.
Rachie,
though.
do you want to read a tweet?
Yeah, so we have one from Kazari. It's taking a shower, honestly. It gives an excuse to get out of the stressful environment and maybe focus on something else. And for emotional stress, I talk to my teddy bear counselor and cry in his big bear arms. Oh, that's so cute. That is really sweet. Oh, that's sweet.
I relate. Oh my god.
No, but that's a great way to cope. I mean, like, taking yourself out of the environment is definitely one of the ways to, like, it's a literal form of escapism that, like, you know, you're aware that you're doing it.
But it's
and
more
it's good.
it's a little more healthy because you are
It's
kind
healthy,
of
for
facing
sure.
the problem, but you're also doing
Yeah.
it in a way that's comfortable for you, and
Yeah.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah, it's like taking a walk.
I need a giant vein teddy bear that I talk to and hug.
What if I just get a giant teddy bear and just like put his face, like his decapitated head, on the teddy bear?
That's sexy.
You fucking ruined it. I hate you.
I'll
That
give
is
him an
sexy,
apron.
Julie.
I'm using escapism right now to ignore what you just said.
We can literally
love
just turn her volume all the way down.
I'm about to.
Anthong, find a tweet. Find a tweet to
Okay.
read.
I did find one. And then they have they've replied to us before. It's the one underneath the shower tweet by Karma at Captain Nam. When it comes to de-stressing, I love working on my cross-stitching and embroidery work. They've posted about that, right? The embroidery and the cross-stitching. You saw it? Yeah. So nice, so beautiful.
These are
it's so
nice.
nice to have some
So
music going on our
nice.
podcast. Well, thank you for listening to us while doing that.
I feel that. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
I always try to find a way through the week to do this at least once. My favorite part about this whole tweet is the trying to find a way to do it once a week.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is good time management. That's a good use of escapism. That's a good, because it's like putting a limit on it.
Yeah.
You know, to do it just once, you're not doing it every day. And it's in the sense where it's something to look forward to. It's something to like, it's a nice de-stressor. Love that. Good for
Love
you.
that for you.
Love
Good
that for
for
you,
you.
Captain Nam.
Julie, did you want to find one?
There's so many good ones.
I know.
You got, okay, we coming in here like, bitches already know what to do.
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna take some notes.
Right?
I kind of like this one. From Soul Exchange at Davezilla MP3. They say, I listen to very aggressive and very intense music. I practice vocals for some aggressive music. I'll watch anime and pet my cat. Those are what I go to when I am stressed. It's also great lyric fuel, though, for when I write lyrics, which are almost never happy. Yeah. I feel that, honestly, like singing a song that is either like super dramatic or like just being
Misery
like in the
Business?
car. Yes, shut up.
Yes.
Yes, singing is really, really great. Petting
I agree
petting
with,
cats, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
feel
the
that.
lyric writing.
Oh
Yeah, the lyric writing is
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a big
Oh, for
thing
sure,
for me
for
too.
sure.
Oh yeah. Like literally like sad times you just like open up like where are my Nekobolo? Where are the songs? All right.
True.
I open up my emo playlist and the first thing that usually is there is Reliant K and Paramore.
Rachie, okay. 2 days ago, I was like so anxious. I was like,
Yeah.
God, there's one song that I just like really want to like sing, and I kept on singing was the apathetic. What is it? Apathetic EP, where it's like. Being apathetic is a pathetic way to be, but I don't care. Like, I just kept on like, and I just let the playlist go while like I made popcorn, and I was like, this is healing.
No, I feel you. When I'm
That's
at
true
work
self-love.
and like I absolutely hate everything, and like no, yeah, that's all I listen to. I was listening to Brand New, listening to like Reliant K, listening to all this.
I feel it.
Life After
Yeah.
Death and Taxes is probably my favorite.
God. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If I want to be like really dramatic, I turn on Deathbed and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Gotta not.
Okay,
But yeah.
there's
Did you
another
just say got a nut?
there's another tweet that I want to read real quick because I think this is a good thing to talk about real quick. So, there's a tweet by Grace Stands All Artists at KimmyGrace6. It just says, cry. But also I draw or think about my characters for hours. Best tip is probably don't be afraid to reach out to friends. Is that supposed to be?
Oh, oxytocin?
Oxytocin?
Oh, okay, oxytocin. I was like,
Oxycontin.
is that literally that's what I was going through. I was like, wait.
Oxycontin, man. Honestly,
I was
Kimmy
like,
Grace
wait.
is
I was struggling. I was like, do I read? I was like, wait, is Grace do
very
drugs?
different. It's
And I
very
was
different.
like, holy shit.
I don't know why they
Oxy-
look so similar.
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay,
God.
sorry. Oxytocin is a cuddly hormone, so don't feel like it'd be weird to tell a friend you just really want a hug if you get super stressed. Okay. Very good second part. The first part, cry. That's also very good. It is okay to cry, y'all.
Yeah,
Like, if you need to-
somebody
if you
actually
need to, like,
asked if crying was okay.
like if y'all need like a good cry or a moment to just like let it all out, fucking like do it. Like, don't be embarrassed. Like, what was the last? Can any of y'all depressed people that don't like showing vulnerability remember the last time you actually cried? Probably not. I think if the answer is you can't remember when you last cried, you probably need to have a good cry sometime soon.
Do it in the
Oh,
shower.
I know when I last cried. It was last week.
Last
So was mine.
week.
Yeah.
Oh
great?
boy, I got a one up on you. Okay, sorry.
But the point
No,
is,
one up on me, Julie. Come
think-
on.
All right,
I
2
think-
days. 2 days.
Damn.
I think, but yeah, crying, definitely good to let out all that emotion, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I support.
Like, honestly, like, I've never understood the whole, like, don't cry whole thing. Like, even, like, especially, like,
Yeah.
the manly thing. Like, men don't cry. Like, that is such a bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Like, literally, like, it is an emotion. Like, you cannot tell a person entire gender
I think
to
it's
not
hot when
feel.
men cry.
Like, honestly, men, listen to me right now.
Men should be crying.
You
Please.
should cry.
Cry more.
Please. I'm
Cry
begging
out,
I'm
you.
begging you.
You are making things harder on yourself. Sometimes the people around you, because they don't know how you're feeling. So honestly, cry. It's okay. And if someone makes fun of you for crying, they're a piss
Sock
ass
'em.
person.
Yeah.
Sock 'em.
It's fucked up. But
fucked
also,
up.
the other person who asked, is crying healthy? Like, can I read this?
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
read it.
So,
I see it. Yeah, it's literally.
Rian,
Yeah.
Rian D Gaff, is crying healthy? Like, sometimes I just let it all out at my work. Even lets people use the med room. Wait. Oh, I guess work
Sometimes
lets
I just
people
let
even
all-
use.
Yeah, my work even lets people use the med room.
For
Yeah.
for that, and it's all nice and confidential, so no one but the emergency guy knows. He keeps little snacks around too, so you can just cry, eat a bit, and then head back out.
Love
That is
that.
fucking
love that.
amazing, honestly. Like,
Every
especially
workplace should have that.
a high stress job, you know, like.
Yeah.
Also, I feel bad. Like, if you work at a place that is really high stress and like you're okay with it, like, yeah, this is a great thing to do. But also, if you have a job where literally people are just like going into the bathroom to cry, consider another job.
I don't think that's normal.
It's not perfectly normal, but if it's like a place that's like, okay, we deal with this stuff, like, yeah, cry, do it. Yeah, and drink. Remember, hydrate after you cry.
God, I thought you were gonna say drink,
you know?
drink. I was like, no.
It's good.
No.
It's good. Eat a little, you know,
Eat a little,
gotta
hydrate,
energy.
eat. Take care of your bodies, y'all. Take care of your potties. Take care of your
prostate.
Take care of your
care of your
bodies and
your
show
pot.
emotion. Like in a healthy way.
In a healthy way. Don't
Yeah.
people. I also want to put this out there. Like, I probably mentioned this before, but like, if you are going through a lot of emotional stuff, it is not, like, it's good to express yourself, but also just know that if you let it all out on someone randomly and like you think it's okay to do that, like that, those emotions aren't just disappearing. But like, if there's a person that's like, okay, please lean on me, let me know how you feel, like that's fine. But if you're literally just like, say you walk into your workplace and you're just like knocking over coffee cups and you're like, I'm pissed and all this, like it's not a healthy way. It's just transferring to other people, and probably shouldn't do it. But yeah, find some healthy ways to deal with this, you know, again. Like, working out is a great way to, you know, deal with especially like anger. Like,
I'm gonna plug in Ring Fit Adventure. You get to like work your abs while also killing things. It's great.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this, but Anthong, you mentioned meditation. Yes. I used to meditate, but, and this may be a good or bad thing, but all it would do would, at the end, would be like, make me cry. So if you're having trouble crying, try some meditation.
I guess, yeah.
Basically, listen to the voice in your head and succumb.
Yeah, because honestly, like, if you're just like, oh, I'm sad.
Aside from that last comment that Rachie made, you know, Rachie, you said you're like, I have a depressing topic. I think this turned out on a positive note. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that we've become accustomed to, you know, especially nowadays with all the different escapisms. I mean, God, we are on the precipice of VR, you know. We've got,
I can't wait. Okay, no, my office brought it up because we were talking about video games in the office, and they were just like, VR is gonna be a thing, and I'm like, yeah, I know, and once VR becomes a thing, I'm fucking out.
I am logging
I'm
out.
living in the virtual reality.
Yeah, I don't want to live on this fucking shitty planet. Go away.
I mean, you could technically do that right now, but with like meth. But
okay,
anyway.
bye, Julie.
No
And
meth.
that's
No meth.
that episode.
Please don't.
And that's it, folks.
Do not what do you call, self-medicate with dangerous drugs.
Self-methicate.
Self-medicate. Don't do it.
Don't put that in their head.
No Oxycontin. God.
Fuck. Oxycontin. Anyways.
No Zanny.
No Zanny. God damn it.
Well, thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry we didn't get through all the Twitter.
There's a
so
lot.
many.
There are a lot of really good.
I think we should do an episode or like a side episode where we just like read like a bunch of answers to like our previous tweets and just like get through a lot of them.
I'll just sit there and like read them really quickly all at once.
Yeah. We can each say 4 words about each tweet. That's it. Make it count.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna summarize a couple really quickly. One person likes to clean. One person likes to work out. One person likes to, do Netflix novels. Another was video game music. There are a lot of really good ones, and also some person likes to just essentially write all their stuff into a Google Doc. And you know what? I feel that.
Put it in the cloud. Don't put it in the cloud.
Put it in the cloud. Don't put it in the cloud.
Anyways.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right.
We did it.
We have to say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to our folks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Sweet.
Good.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our Patreon. Shoutouts. Anthong has left the fucking building. He is absolutely gone. I annihilated his asshole and now he has to go to the emergency room. Let's
All right. Cool. I have nothing to say to that. You do you. It's your episode.
I just have a big dong. Anyway,
Rachie and her strap on.
Oh no,
tarot cards.
Oh, it's not a strap on. Anyway,
right.
so we're gonna pick 2 people to shout out. Or are we not doing shout outs anymore?
No,
nope,
we're picking two lucky people.
Okay. Thank you to all our patrons on Patreon. Yay!
Yay!
We actually found out we haven't been charging you since episode 5, so get ready. Yay! Yay! Oh God, we're so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's not on fire constantly.
It is not on fire constantly, but let me, Julie, do you have a Terra generator? I keep forgetting which one.
Yes, I can definitely.
Or do you want to do it this time?
I'll do it this time. Okay.
This is
I actually
crazy.
I have one on my phone. I'll use the one on my phone. Yeah, I use the golden thread one. It's really pretty.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do
let's
Catherine
do Catherine.
first. Okay,
Yay.
Catherine. You have to think in your mind a yes or no question, just in general, just a yes or no question you'd like to know the answer to, and we will try and answer it. I don't know, Rachie. I don't know.
Mike doing the thing.
Okay, so it is. Ooh, the world, right side up.
Yay.
Yeah. So, okay. You've got the world,
In
commune,
your
fulfillment,
heads,
harmony,
you can-
completion. No, okay. So it's absolute unity, perfection, accomplishment that draws from inner and outer sources. This card signals the harmony of the inner and outer worlds and reaching a level of enlightenment.
Oh.
An era of one's life is complete, and there is joy and celebration that is coming to welcome it. That's a good answer, Kevin.
That is really good.
I think things will be good for you. Whatever this yes or no was. Mm-hmm. So
Good luck.
Good luck. So do we have a second one?
Yes. So from our $10 patrons, we have. Do we want to do Michael Toe?
Let's do Michael Toe.
Let's do Michael Toe.
Michael Toe.
Yay.
So Michael, think of a yes or no question. Get it really strong in your mind.
Ding, ding, ding.
So this one is the Hermit, right side up. And so, okay, this one is contemplation, search for the truth, inner guidance. It's a time for self-reflection. This is the soul's journey inward. The Hermit seeks the ultimate truth and understands that it comes from within and only after a period of self-isolation from the demands of the world. So, I don't know if this is a real, hard, yes or no to, your question. I feel like whatever it is, there might still be a bit of a journey ahead.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a necessarily bad.
No, it's just a search for truth. You're just. I think it's a good thing,
Yeah.
It's a good thing to search for truth. It's just a time in your life that you're contemplating things over. So, I think that's a good answer. You didn't get what's a really bad one? The Tower?
The Tower is always bad.
The Tower. Death.
The
No.
Nine of Swords.
I have a feeling you've gotten that one a lot.
I don't want to talk about it.
God, Nine of Swords is sad. That's just a person crying in bed.
Pretty much. The swords, some of the minor arcana are really, really sad.
Really sad. Damn. Yikes.
Yeah, minor arcana's pretty fucking sad.
All right. Well, Michael, you didn't get the Nine of Swords, so that's a good thing. This is really
okay.
God
Well,
damn
let's
it.
end
Okay.
it. Okay. We're
All
ending it right here.
We'll end it.
Thanks, guys.
Big thankies
Goodbye,
from
I guess.
McSpankies.
No. Okay, we're ending the episode. Night.
Bye.
Okay, I gotta stop recording.